What's going on, Z Warriors? Mr. Waffles here. We're here with the New York Regional. As you can see, a lot of people everywhere. So we're just doing a deck profile with Orange Krillin, you know,
Orange
Johnson today, Orange
Krillin.
Yeah.
So
old news,
year.
old news.
So last year.
Yeah. So we're here at the New York Regional. We're here with Chris Ruiz, if I pronounced it correctly, and he has a special deck for you guys today. I played him, I think, round 5, I believe, and lost.
Right.
You know, so he's running something special. So what are you running, man?
Man, I went old school. I'm doing Namekian Knowledge Gohan. I've been playing this since set 1. I come in and out of it all the time, and it finally got the kind of juice it needed.
Yeah, it really needed a new level 1 to really push
Absolutely,
it over.
it made all the difference.
Now, what's the plan with Gohan? Is it a triple threat? Is it a...
Yeah, this build today, I made it a triple threat. I knew there was going to be a lot of brawler. I was expecting just as much cooler in the area, so I kind of built the tech against those. Did weeks of testing against Broly, and honestly, all my Broly matches were pretty good. So
awesome, so it paid off. So
yeah.
What did you have problems with where you felt like the deck fell short?
Honestly, there weren't many loopholes. I had a few dead cards throughout the day that I was hoping were going to be more effective.
Yeah.
But you know that just means good. I got
More
a couple
testing.
slots
That's
for some good stuff. So.
Yeah, awesome. So let's get on with the deck profile.
Absolutely. Okay. So as a triple threat, of course, I have the 7 Dragon Balls.
Oh, look how shiny those are, guys. He doesn't play around.
Yeah. It's not a priority, but they're there, and if they happen, you know, why not? Good times.
Yeah.
Being Gohan, of course, you got to have friends. So
Yeah.
I went with 7 friends on this one.
Okay.
To try it out today. First, the obvious 3. You got, Chi-Chi, Piccolo, Icarus.
Of course.
Free blocks, always a great idea.
Yeah.
And Icarus was a great addition to the lineup, especially with Broly's Eraser Cannon running around. Getting that free wall in the way.
Yeah.
To keep the better stuff on board.
Yeah.
Really helped out. So Icarus will forever be there, probably in any style, honestly.
Yeah, for
keep
sure.
Running him. 1.5 tier Kami.
Yeah.
Puts my life deck back in. And I'll get more to it later, but that helps with the Dragon Ball side of things as well. Since I went back to Knowledge Mastery, I threw Corrin in today.
I love that, yeah. That's putting in work.
This was fantastic against a Devious match today. The little 1 life ping from the Mastery just meant free anger for me. So it was awesome.
I'll take it.
That worked really well. Yajirobe has been a lifesaver.
Yeah, I agree.
I love this guy to no end against red decks. If they get the visitings and relaxation set up, and I'm on level 1, I say, okay, I'm going in, and you're not doing anything about it.
Exactly.
So I'll keep him like any day. Lastly, Mr. Popo. This was because I was expecting more cooler today. I didn't run into a single one. I think I only played him in 1 game against an empowered Broly to try to slow him down, and it actually hurt me more than it helped.
So would you probably end up covering him because you have the
likely coming out?
Yeah, for sure.
Easily, but definitely still a good tech choice if you got a lot of other Namekians or coolers running around.
I agree.
I'll definitely revisit this to see what happens.
Yeah.
Those are the friends.
Dragon Ball and friends.
The level 1 makes a world of difference. They came out consistently. A lot of them stayed on the board for the most part.
Yeah. Awesome.
Very
It's good to hear.
Huge difference. On to the setups. Again, because of all these possible dead draws, I kept setups and drills to a minimum.
Yeah.
1 Namekian Wish. If you draw a dead hand or whatever, you got to get out of there.
Yeah.
So that kept things going there. 1 Dragon Clan. I get to level 4 every once in a while. If not, it's still styled Dragon Ball Search.
Yeah.
So that did the job. And then I tested out going down to 1 visiting because of all the testing. Since Popo didn't help so much or whatever, I'll probably bring the second one back in. But that's self-explanatory. And then I was set 6. I played around with a lot of drill tech or whatever, and so I went with 2 assistance drills. It's with how often you get the allies out and stuff. This is basically smoothness drilling in Namekian almost all the time. And so I was playing half the day with 5-card hands.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, awesome.
And so definitely something to consider, whenever you can. And that's it for my non-combats. The count's up to 19.
Yeah.
I had a few risky bad draws every once in a while, but honestly not as bad as you would think it would be considering what's on here.
Yeah, because the fact that you can search out your allies, that's less allies that you're drawing.
You filter out the bad stuff, and it actually works out pretty well. Onto blocks. I run, even on top of the 2 allies, I ran 14 blocks, again to help with Broly and stuff like that. So the obvious ones, you got time. It always works. You got 3 hybrid defenses. I think I only got speared once today, so these are still glorious.
Yes.
I don't think I saw any Broly's running spear, so keep that going. 5 physical blocks. I got 3 knee blocks.
Yeah.
2 endurance, and the anger stuff for knowledge is just good times. And then down to 2 flinches.
Oh,
even
2.
after the errata, this has the ally tech. You can rejuve this guy and get something from your discard pile.
Nice.
So crits you don't mind so much. You just tag these with the hybrids, and you got friends back on the board, and it's awesome. And then 5 on the energy side, I kind of kept it balanced out. 3 energy guards.
Yep.
This gives you 2 life back in the deck, free anger, and it's just pretty awesome. And then because of the drills, I got 2 cross
Makes sense.
cards.
Yep.
Endurance 1. Again, hybrid defense, rejuve it, get your 5-card hand, or your +2.
Mid combat is always good.
And it's awesome. So those 14 blocks, they kept me alive for the most part. Really good. Events. Still running 2 confrontation.
Okay. I'd like 2 as opposed to 3. 3 is like
2's fine. This isn't. I don't consider this a control build, so 2, just fine if they show up. Awesome. It's never a bad thing.
Well, the fact that you also rejuve, you don't need to run 3, which is
Absolutely.
always the benefit. I feel like Namekian, you could run those kind of twerky numbers, knowing that you're just going to go back into your life deck with Icarus, Gohan, and Korin, and Kami.
Yeah, there was a lot of good rejuve stuff going on even with this. So 2, they showed up when they needed to. Got 2 spheres in here.
Yeah.
The more I play and the more like advanced players I get to meet and run with, it just seems these are more important.
Yeah.
I don't think I used them much today. I think I had tagged maybe twice.
Yeah.
But they're still nice to have.
Now, would you play 3, or you think 2 is still that sweet spot number?
I'm okay with 2 personally. I don't own the 3rd one, but even if I did, I think space just gets tighter every day.
Yeah.
And so I'm happy with just 2. I think 3 is okay, for like a full control build. You want to stop everything in the tracks, but for this one that's trying to get stuff done, 2's fine. Again, Knowledge Mastery loves overtime.
Yeah, a lot of people you don't see that anymore.
No,
I think it's a good
doesn't
card.
happen
Replaces
often.
itself. You get you're a pinch, get an energy block. And be offensive, get an energy attack.
Exactly. Gets me the anger and all that. And again, you see with tight space, I go for a lot of 2-ups, and this helps filter out the ones I need.
Yes.
It's still priceless to have today. And then I experimented with an instant transmission. Because stopping when entering is it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I only used it once today. I stole someone's visiting, and it wasn't that great of a combat.
Yeah.
So this is on the chopping board, for something else. But it's still a really cool card, and congrats to Timoteo for designing that thing.
Yeah,
It's pretty sweet.
It looks really sick too. People complain about the art, but I think it looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Set 6 foils in general, I
Yeah,
thought it was going to be a little weird when I
Yeah,
first
with all the
saw
circuits,
it.
but in person, they just
It came
bring
out
it.
really cool. All right, and now to the fun part, the attacks. I'll start with, I got a set of 8 physicals, I believe. 2 Namekian team up. This card, I loved it the first moment I saw it. Physical for 4 life is great, especially if you got Gohan 2 or 4 and this jumps to 6 or 7.
Yeah, for 0 cost.
Ball 1 or whatever. It's just pretty strong attack. You wouldn't think of it. Shuffling the 2 allies for a crit is just pretty nice because
you give your anger.
Outside of damage, Namekian doesn't do much for that.
Yeah.
So getting your Dragon Balls back, keeping red in control, stuff like that, it's great. And like I was saying earlier, this part actually helps out with Kami. I've had a couple of wins where I get rid of Kami right away and get my 1 ball closer to victory. Sometimes just nabbing it right away.
Yeah.
So this is just a great option to get things back.
I
Or
agree.
especially what I hate today, like if I'm up against Broly and I know I'm going to level, and especially if he's on level 3 and it's going to completely wreck my stages everywhere, I get the allies out of combat and it doesn't hurt so bad.
Yeah.
So this is I love this as a tech card.
Yeah.
Very
Nice.
versatile and has gotten me through things. 3 Namekian right throws, old school, get 3 anger, get up higher.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Yeah, endurance.
Plain and simple, good times. And because I knew Empowered was going to be crazy, Red and Rage Cooler seems to be the most popular one sounding. I threw the 3 wall breakers back in.
Yeah.
It still does work. It does it enough, that you want to keep running it.
Yeah.
So it did good enough. So
Yeah.
it's alright to have them. And then my energy package. Because of how Dragon Balls come around and how safe they are in knowledge, I went back to 2 targeted strikes. It's fantastic, because of how Red Roshi's been doing with bribe and stuff. Like this kind of tech does wonders today.
Especially Broly's probably gonna hit.
Yeah,
you reuse something.
It's fantastic. So I got to double up on ball 2 earlier today. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
all the way back now.
And it's searchable with overtime. So
yeah, so really, really nice to have around. Namekian Confidence, 2 copies of it. If you're not familiar with it, not many people are, this is broken for Gohan. Standard energy for 4 life, but you can search out for 2 allies at max stages. So if Broly doesn't block this, that's 20 more stages you can soak up with anything you want. I've had 3 before, but again, with the new level 1, I don't need it. That much extra help, which is great. Down to 2 Namekian double strikes. This is the other crit source that I have. The overtimes, help me get them when I need them. So 2 seem perfectly fine.
Yeah, awesome.
And the reduce get them back. Against any anger bills, 2 max wills are still working wonders. I almost never mind the milling because that's just more rejuve targets that I have.
Exactly.
2 endurance, heavy hitter.
If you mill any Dragon Balls, it's free. For
absolutely.
Anger,
So I mean, it's going to do work till the end of time. And lastly, 3 crushing beams. It's a free anger and knowledge mastery because it goes back in when it's done. It hurts hard and endurance too.
Nice.
So I definitely wanted to work endurance in there because as long as I keep Broly off 4, it keeps me alive really nicely.
So this is his deck, guys. Hope you guys really like it. I mean, it looks very solid. Is there anything that you would change? I know you talk about Popo, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, so I had a few that were definitely meta calls. I expected a lot more cooler because everyone seemed to like it so much.
Yeah.
I never ran into one today. I think I only heard of like 3 that were around.
Yeah.
So Mr. Popo, not that important. It didn't do enough for me today.
Yeah.
I'd probably take out the instant transmission as well.
Yeah.
Free one copy just wasn't consistent enough to really to make it
to
happen.
warrant it. Yep.
So I'd probably throw in more energy.
What about hurried quests and things like of that nature?
It's been on the sideboard for sure. I've considered it. Gohan doesn't have as much energy about trying to get Dragon Ball shenanigans going on, so I usually don't try to push too hard on it.
Yeah.
But I've seen it do work, and it's probably something I'll try putting back.
Now it's really cool since you're a triple threat. You don't have to use Gohan's power if you feel like you can probably anger out this turn or something like that. So you have that's what you did against me. I tried to play Roshi to stop you from searching, but then you just got the 2 allies and then you just angered out. So it's really cool. And the loop, we haven't seen in a while. So it was really cool to see that.
I usually try pretty hard not to use the advance effect. I'll gladly grab 1 or 2 in the beginning.
Yeah, because that's all you need is the 2, and then
But if there's an early wall breaker or like we've passed for 5 turns and things aren't really happening, I'll usually just jump to 2 and go for the offensive.
Yeah, the offensive for
trying
sure.
to get all the damage pushed through.
Yeah, again, it's a very amazing deck, and it's only going to get better once we get a new Gohan stack.
I'll wait for Set 7 Gohan.
Set 7, it's like I said, the ratios are right. Everything looks really good, and I wish Gohan for sure could show more, but it was rough today.
I'm certainly not giving up on the guy.
It's good.
I've been tweaking this deck since like late set 1.
Yeah.
And I expect to be doing it for a while longer. So.
Yeah, same here. So hope you guys enjoy it, guys. Again, this is Chris Ruiz, and we'll see hopefully more events eventually.
I hope so.
Yeah. So
it's a little weak this year, but I will be at Gen Con, and I'm going to be heading up. I might be involved with the Granicon event as well.
Okay, awesome. So there you guys have it. So start neck decking, guys. Till next time. See you Warriors out.